There are a total of 8 sinus cavities that are paired with 4 to the left and 4 to the right side of the face. There may be a number of reasons that we have them, but there is no single reason specifically. Nose congestion can be caused by the tissue in your sinuses becoming swollen for several reasons, and it is not only uncomfortable for some, but also painful. The sinuses are actually hollow and they produce a certain amount of mucus to keep the inside of the nose moist. This is meant to keep things out, like dust, allergens, and other things that would be considered as pollutants. When the sinuses do become affected by these particular things, then we have problems. One thing that is noticeable is the change in voice, because the sinuses are responsible for the tone and depth in our voices. The swelling can affect our ability to breathe properly, because the passages are unable to drain. Usually when this type of problem occurs, it may result in a type of sinus infection. There is a narrow spot located in each sinus called the diaphragm, and it has the major responsibility for drainage. When this becomes blocked, then mucus tends to back up. The problem then becomes that too much mucus remains in the sinus, and bacteria can begin to grow in this area, breeding infection. Many people have the genetic predisposition of narrow sinuses. This means that their sinuses will always have more difficulty with draining, and they are more likely to have problems and infections. Approximately 80% of those born have what is known as a deviated spectrum that restricts one of their nasal passages. People that suffer from allergies, and that are sensitive to certain foods, frequently have the tissues of their sinuses swell as a reaction. After this, the mucus tends to accumulate and then they become more susceptible than others to infection. Those that have lowered immune systems are even more likely to suffer infection. There are several things that can be done on a regular basis, if you tend to be more susceptible to the problem. It is very important to take in added fluids to thin a mucus. This will make it much easier for it to drain all of the time, and present less chance for infection, when you do come in contact with a particular allergen. Using a nasal spray that is made of just saline can be good for the sinus passages. This type of spray has no steroids, and can help to keep everything open. It will also make breathing much more comfortable, if you have a cold, or feel as if an allergy is coming on. Using a humidifier in your home during the cold months of the year is best to keep your nasal passages moist. You may want to consider investing in an air purifier for your home, as well. This will assist with the removal of dust and allergen particles from the air. Above all else, if you are prone to nose congestion, do not smoke. More information is available on my website.